bit my butt. Doesn't feel good. Hey everyone, this is Kelly Janae, and you are watching the Reducing the Dosage series on ethereal ecology, where I talk about my experience of withdrawing from the drug for bipolar disorder called Lamotrigine or Lamictal, which is a mood stabilizer. Yes, this has been a fun process, going down from 200 milligrams to where I'm at now, which is 12.5 milligrams, more precisely 12.3 milligrams, but I'll get to that in a second. So for the past 3 months, I've actually been stable at 12.5 milligrams. I stopped my sort of steady going down in dosage, and I think I talked about this in my previous video, because I was getting so unstable that I could actually barely function in life. And I would say that to anybody who's doing this process, if it gets to that point, there's a bit of discernment that comes into this process where you have to decide whether it's worth the unnecessary burden on the soul, on the physical body, and on the nervous system, and on your life. Because honestly, you got bills to pay, you got a family to take care of, you got a job to keep, we live in the physical realm, we have to take care of ourselves physically. So I did that for a couple months, and it was a good idea. But I will say that, my problems didn't go away. They didn't evaporate into thin air. This process it's been 3 years. This has been 3 years process. It is June 2021. I started 3 Junes ago. And, it's okay that it's taking this long, but I will say that the reason why I'm making a video today is because I'm going down again. First of all, I want to say that I'm going to do these last videos, these last 12.5 milligrams down differently, in a way that's a little more structured so that people watching can kind of skip through to get what they need out of it. So first I'll cover where I'm at in the process and, how I'm going down. Then I'll probably talk about just like what I've been doing, what's been going on in my life, because context is important. Then I will talk about how I've been feeling, any withdrawal side effects, or just mostly emotional impacts, but definitely physical ones as well. And then I'll talk about kind of what healing actions I'm taking to take care of myself, and then maybe just kind of next steps and existing challenges that I'm still working through. So first and foremost, I am currently at 12.3 milligrams. So I decided that in order to go down from 12.5 to 0, I have tried going down from 12.5 to 0 several times now in kind of big increments, and it has not worked out for me. 12.5 milligrams maybe doesn't seem like a lot, but for someone who started at 200 milligrams and is going to 0, it feels like the closer I get to 0, the harder it is, which I guess makes sense proportionally speaking. And so I decided that if I'm going to go down from 12.5 to 0, I'm going to do it more gradually. And so I reached out to a compounding pharmacy near me who was able to make a solution for me that I can easily go down in the syringe very precisely by 0.1 milligrams, 0.2 milligrams, whatever I choose per day, per couple of days, whatever, until I get to 0. My intention with this is to go as gradually as possible, almost to the point where the impacts are imperceptible, perhaps, hopefully. If I went down by 0.1 milligrams a day, it would take me 120 days. I'm not quite sure I'm prepared to take that long, or if I even need to. So my current plan is actually to go down by 0.2 milligrams a day until I reach maybe like 6 or 5 milligrams. And then I'll probably go down by 0.1 milligrams a day at that point on. If you've been watching these videos for a while, you know that I actually made my own compounding solution for a while. And I'll say that I just really don't recommend it, because it's just much harder to get it to the exact dosage. I personally just really didn't have a lot of luck with it. And so I feel more trusting of a compounding pharmacy. They were able to take my prescription and give me a 3-month supply for $160-ish. And I will take, that's how much it freaking cost me to pay for my psychiatrist for like 30 minutes. So I am willing and able to spend that money to get off of this medication in a safe way. So what have I been doing lately? So lately I have just been trying to not kill myself, actually. And I wish I was not being serious, but I am. And so, I've been kind of dealing with the suicidal urge a lot. And I guess this sort of ties into how I've been feeling. They're sort of one and the same. Because what I've been doing has been really taking care of myself. I took 2 weeks off of work and kind of went on a little vision quest of sorts and went off grid and went to the mountains and just tried to, figure it out. Like, what is it that I need to do right now to really get right with myself, with my soul? I've figured out some things that are really important to me, and I'm getting back on that track of alignment with what I need for myself, because I do believe that the suicidal urge is there to guide us in the right direction. All intense emotions are, all diseases are guiding us in the right direction so that we are living more in alignment with the way our soul intended. And so that's sort of, what I've been doing is really just kind of managing and also being really creative, actually. I mean, after I worked through that suicidal urge effectively, I felt this surge of confidence, actually, that came through me that was like, oh, I can reach the rapids, I can go through them and not think I'm going to get out, and then I can get out. And on the other side, I feel more trusting in my own process. I feel more faithful about my relationship to spirit and my soul and myself and the world. And a lot of that work, too, has been, just working on staying grounded on this earth, on feeling like I belong here, on changing a lot of belief systems in my energy field so that I can release, thoughts and emotion patterns that no longer serve me. So, of course, what I've been doing in addition to actually like functioning in my work realm is taking care of myself in a really deep level and nurturing my relationships. And also I'm probably going to be moving soon and trying to really like find the place and the people that I need in my life right now to feel supported. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. Other than that, though, I have actually been feeling joy. I've been feeling humor. I've been feeling sadness, lots of sadness. I've also been feeling a lot of fear. And with that comes a lot of sadness, actually. And so, yeah, I've been feeling the feelings. They come and they go, and every day's a little bit different. I guess I'll talk now about kind of what healing actions I've been taking. So every morning I do yoga, and recently I actually adopted the practice of Kundalini yoga in the morning. And this sort of just came to me intuitively. I was like, maybe I should practice Kundalini yoga, not really knowing much about it. I started doing practices just on, YouTube or Gaia, and I'm telling you, that practice is so helpful because it focuses on the nervous system and strengthening the nervous system. It takes, poses and mudras and mantras and concentration and meditation and basically just getting your energy flow going and moving blocks and emotions. And it's really, really effective. And so after practicing asanas for years and years, starting to do Kundalini yoga has really added a lot to my yoga practice and strengthened me. It's strengthened me. Doing breath of fire, the breath work, all of it. It's really, really helping a lot. So I highly recommend that for anybody who is, going through this process. I think the medication, and sorry I'm fidgeting so much, I'm like sitting on the ground and something bit my butt and like, I'm just trying to manage my life, in the wilderness of the backyard. But yeah, so for anybody who's, has medication in our systems, I think that the nervous system really gets taxed by it. And that's what I'm realizing too in this process is that this medication hasn't exactly helped me to work with the sensitivities that I have as an emotional, empathic person who feels things quite strongly. Hence the sort of bipolar disorder diagnosis when I just really had no emotional skills to deal with what I was going through at the time. And so, yeah, Kundalini yoga is on point. Another thing that I'm doing is tomorrow I'm actually going to an energy healer who does work under kind of Barbara Ann Brennan's Hands of Light framework. This stuff is incredible. I've been doing energy healing on myself and, going to healers for 6 years or so now, ever since my mental illness came through. I just intuitively found energy healing, and I've never gone to somebody who's done this specific kind of energy healing before, but I really trust the woman I'm going to. She's really experienced. She's local. She feels great. She seems really, really kind and loving, and it just feels like the right thing to do at this time. So I'm really excited about that because I feel like it's really going to help me find more clarity about who I am and why I'm in the world, because that's been a really big question that I've been trying to answer. It's very pressing to me at this time. Yeah, so next steps really are to take it one day at a time. That's really what I've been doing, is taking it one day at a time. Trying to figure out, like, the long range stuff is one thing, but just like living in the world in the present moment and being here has been my immediate concern. And yeah, I mean, I've been focusing in on a long project at work and just kind of taking care of myself and doing what I need to do. But next steps are just to do that, keep doing that, to stay curious, I guess, to keep going to therapy every week, which I do, and to trust my emotions because they seem to tell me exactly what I need to know. So yeah, so I'm excited to continue this reducing the dosage process and hopefully get down to 0 within the next 2 to 4 months. And maybe I'll do some more creative type stuff and I'll with these videos, and I'll try to also keep them more succinct and focused. I tried to do that here. Hopefully it was a little more focused. I'll probably do better next time. But thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I love you very much. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you find these videos helpful. I'm also on Instagram at Ethereal Ecology. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you out in the interwebs, and hope you are well and thriving. Peace out.